Well, this is the sad state of affairs in my front yard. We've never shown it in video because there was nothing to show. It's just nothing, just 3 live oaks, and all that's left are some overgrown pittosporum and some boxwood that were part of a longer hedge. So it's time to remove all this. It's a very narrow bed. It's about 5.5 feet, and I'm not really planning on going any wider except for here because it's very narrow. We're just going to pull this out more. As you can see, I have a lot of potted plants, but there was nothing here. This is just empty dirt. Not exactly appealing to look at. So this is about a 5.5 foot bed here. It gets a little bit wider. I'm going to have issues with the tree roots. There's one of my, or not one of my, I'm the servant for these animals that have decided that we're going to take care of them. So they like these shrubs. Unfortunately, once I cut them down, they're not going to be happy. They like hiding out in them. Well, the good news is the overlords don't seem upset by the work I did. They still got their chairs. So kind of, I left some of the things in pots. They're roughly where they're going to go. But here's the general flow of what we're working with now. These oak trees had a lot of roots. There was old trees in here. There was roots from an old tree or large shrub. So that is what I'm working with. And the next step will be all of these plants that I've purchased to start laying them out and get a feel for it. I have a general idea, but you never really know until you start doing it. So for about a week work, this is the final look here. So everything I planted is an evergreen. That was by design. A lot of these shrubs are very low maintenance. Most of these have grown in the past. So that is the final look. And I can quickly run through these. This area here is a little bit sunnier, so we planted some lamandra grass. I think that's platinum. These some holly ferns. They tend to be reasonably drought tolerant. So this area does get part shade, part sun, depending on the time of year. We have some snow globe gardenias. These only get to 18 to 24 inches tall and around, so they're getting pretty close to that. We have some dwarf loropetalums. Just kind of repeating. Tried to keep the palette limited. These are firepower nandinas, a real easy plant. You get the red and the pinks and things like that with the cooler weather. Some philodendrons, or Thermophyllum these days. A hardy calathea. Some Milky Way cast iron plants. And on the corner here, the kind of foundation plant is a pineapple guava. So it's Feijoa celowiana, some fire spike, red fire spike, and rounded out with some Camidori radicalis, which is the hardy palm, parlor palm, or not sure what the common name is. Just had some Aztec grass, some more of the firepower nanditas, and then some Chinese Mahonia fortunei. So most of these plants require minimal work by me. I tried to select for plants that would be keeping in scale with the size of the garden. There you go, guys. Finished product. I thought one of the things that would be kind of a good bit of information is, what did all of this cost me? Well, with tax, me working my deals, trying to get good deals on plants. Most of these were bought on clearance. It ended up costing, with tax, $840, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought it was going to come in a little bit less, but that's how things go. So there's 46 plants in here, and I'll put up the breakdown on the screen, and you can see how it works out. And like I said, most of these plants I got 50% off because we're at the end of the year. So I saved over $300 just on buying clearance plants.